the mostest competition. Let's enjoy togetherness. First, let's turn on the television. And then we'll begin enjoying togetherness. You might well say to yourself, this is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife. But that'd be correct because this is my beautiful house and beautiful wife. Hi, Daniel Barry. Excuse me, Mr. Kitty. Happy Tuesday indeed. This episode will be a discussion about the Oxford comma. Will it? Thanks. I already watched you eat, kitty. But alright, fine. I guess I could watch a little bit more eating. If I must. I know, Sage. By Winston's mom. Listen. Meow, meow, meow. Do you see a silly kitty? I do see where you stand on the issue, no, Sage. That took me a little while to process. But now I understand. You and I are on opposing sides of this issue, no, Sage, because I'm fond of the disambiguity provided by the Oxford comma. How will it get down because B sharp? I don't know. Uh-oh, Daddy's coming in for a pet. There you go. All right. I think we've watched enough cat eating. So what are we doing here tonight? That's what you might be asking. What kind of exciting topics do we have? What kind of adventures are in store? Well, I remember the term for it. I'm pretty well buttered today.
So what does that mean?
It means I'm on Wellbutrin.
Oh.
Yeah. We had a party that included strippers, Stalin, and Chamberlain. Well, I believe you know, Sage, but without an example. Can any of us ever really believe anything in the absence of an example? I don't think so. Okay, I'm going to put this there. Put this here. And then what, Eric? Then what are you going to do? I'm going to push this one here. And I'm going to push this one here. And I'm going to go to this one here. There. And I'll pause it. There we go. If your last name was Slur, Rachel would be a terrible first name for your child. Hi, Ninja. Good luck is incoming. Oh, that's nice to hear. I'll keep an eye out for it. I'm feeling pretty good today, you know. I got my Wellbutrin filled, so I've now taken 6 of them today. It doesn't do a whole hell of a lot, but I had taken 5, then before I started the stream, right at the start of the stream, I popped another one. I do feel, I guess you could say, cheerful or not anti-cheerful. Have you tried those new Diddy burgers? No, I've not. Not tried those. What do you think about Hitler? I think he's bad. How about you? Of course, all communitarianism is bad, be it fascist, communist, or what have you. Yeah, Diddy burgers are too oily for you because they're fried in real 100% pure baby oil. That's why. What's going on with that case anyway? Has the prosecution rested? Where's my drink? I had a drink, and now it's gone. It's pretty peaceful out here. It is pretty peaceful. It's a very lovely day right now. It's like, I don't know, 70 degrees maybe. Here's a feather. I don't know what kind of bird this comes from. Probably a pigeon. Oh, I was standing right there for a second. It smelled like fried chicken. I wonder if somebody's cooking up some fried chicken. It's a lovely evening. And at least so far, I'm not really getting hit by any mosquitoes. I got some spider webs in my hair, though. Somehow I got some spider webs on me. As long as they don't come with any spiders, that's fine. Well, you know, Broccoli Todd, rape is, though. So. More savory drinks existing. I mean, besides coffee and tea? Are those the only 2 savory drinks there are? Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Then Thursday. Then Friday. A week from this upcoming Friday, you get more Adderall. That'll be nice. Get away, Bumblebee. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do now. That's a nice breeze. Let's go inside and set up some additional attention occupying things, such as perhaps playing poker and or watching something on TV. Probably is the best idea. Soup is not a savory drink. Soup is food. Soup is just liquid food. Everybody knows that soup's not a drink. Everybody. You love Bloody Mary? Yeah, well, don't we all? Okay, now let's see. 6:45. There's not really anything on TV yet. So, I'll bring this up over here. Beer is a savory drink. I am. Well, that's just today. My race changes every day. Adine. Is that your name? Adine? There's my beloved wife, Rachel.
Hi.
So, Wellbutrin's an interesting drug. Gives you a little bit of up, but not really very much. Do I like hot dogs? Sure. If you mean something dirty by that, well, that's your fault, not mine. That's right. It's your fault, not mine. So, I don't know what all those symbols mean. Adine. There's this drink called Malta. They like it in Haiti. It was extremely good. My wife's friend let me try. Huh. Hello, Rahul Oja. No, that's my wife. Getting old sucks. I mean, I don't find it so bad. I wish I didn't have to pee as often as I do. But, can't have everything. Oh, your friend's name is Rod in my butt. I must have money. Why? Otherwise, I would say getting old sucks. I didn't smash any girl in high school, actually. It wasn't until out of high school. If you were to develop a novel personality typing system from scratch, what fundamental principles would guide its creation, and how would you balance and need to account for behavioral diversity and internal cognitive processes without relying on established frameworks or dichotomies? Well, I wouldn't do that. I would just say, in the status quo, we have a definition of personality, which is a workable one, which is aspects of the self that remain the same throughout one's life. So obviously, it can't be attribute based. It's going to have to be process based. And differentiation is going to naturally occur because only half of human experience is structural and the other half is experiential, you know? Well, Phil Collins 420. I do. I've been known to smoke a little marijuana now and again. You and I have the 420 in common. The Phil Collins part, I don't know what you're thinking, but
Hi, Ninja.
I really am fond of this particular weed here. It's called Tropical Tsunami, no, Citrus Tsunami. Citrus Tsunami. It's a sativa. Okay, you don't need to spam that, whatever that is.
Yeah, what is it?
I am a chill guy. That's
Yes.
true. But that's not a good reason to. Yeah, can I play the drums? Not very well. I can play the drums a little bit, but not very well. But, even if Phil Collins is a good drummer, and I've not really ever thought about the question of his drumming abilities. I don't like his music, so his drumming abilities are kind of irrelevant. I don't doubt that he's a competent drummer, you know. I do know that he loves to record his drums with like 4 metric tons of reverb on them. You've now tried a bunch of different pre-rolls. Well, I mean, are you smoking actual weed or is it CBT or whatever it is? You know, that's right. I meant to send you some weed. Well, maybe I'll mail you some. Phil Collins is on the roster for Epstein Island. Really?
Oh, really?
What flavor cake is that? I love vapes. I got my first one last year in 6th grade. Well, we're not vaping anything.
No.
We're just pulling bar rips. You play the drums real good, huh? Well, good for you. Everybody always needs a drummer. People need drummers and bass players. Both of which are hard to do very particularly well, you know. You got to be really locked in rhythmically. You don't mind island hopping? Well, that's fine, Phil Collins. Nah. Just smoke a 1 gram joint? No thanks, I'll just pull some bong rips. Right now we're basically waiting for the athletics to come on. Life as an athletics fan this year has proved trying.
Mm.
It's proved really painful, really trying.
Yeah, it looked good in the beginning.
Yeah, but our pitching staff just
Yeah.
has not lived up to even the not very high expectations I had for it. And we're serious athletic fans. Like I watch pretty much every single game.
We do.
Yeah. And we have watched a whole month worth of losing. You were working on writing a story when you got the notification for the stream and started to procrastinate. I'm glad to hear you're working on writing a story. That's good. It's always nice to feel like you got something creative going on. I don't at the moment, but this past month I got an actual song uploaded. And I may feel on some level like I didn't fulfill the song's potential. I also feel like I did a careful and clean job of making it. That I didn't rush it. And they came out pretty good. So that's fine. Given that I spent like 2 years not doing anything really, it just feels good to be actively making stuff again. Yeah, it is sleepy week, but I got several really good nights sleep. Thanks to a little friend I like to call olanzapine. Olanzapine is an antipsychotic. But even though they say Klonopin is like the best sleeping drug there is, it doesn't necessarily make me sleep. Even if I take a whole one. On the other hand, olanzapine knocks me out. It'll knock me out all night long, plus some stuff. A clown detective. I like it already. That's not a combination you expect to hear. Clown slash detective. Why, what a perfect cover. Nobody would suspect a clown of being a detective. Bro drinking coffee talking about I can't sleep. Well, coffee has nothing to do with it. A citrus tsunami is the ultimate party animal who needs subtlety when you can just mash up Tropicana cookies and orange zittles and call it a day. I mean, my logic is that I'd like to control when I sleep and for how long, but it's difficult to do. I've always had a bit of a challenge, your body's telling you when you're tired, when you want to go to sleep. Your brain is telling you when it's convenient to go to sleep and for how long. I prefer to listen to my brain than my body. No, it's not caffeine that keeps me awake. It's amphetamines. That's a lot stronger than caffeine. Caffeine, that makes no difference whatsoever. Whether some days I have it, some days I don't. It doesn't make any difference. Amphetamines, on the other hand, will prevent you from sleeping. And what I'm currently on, which is 6-Wellbutrin, technically not an amphetamine, but is nevertheless a dopamine reuptake inhibitor. And it's also a nicotine agonist, which is why they give it to people to help them quit smoking. But, I'm a rebel. Nicotine agonist, schmicotine schmagonist. Know what I'm saying? Sure you do. Sure you do. You know what I'm saying. Ernest amphetamines. I don't have my glasses. Oh, I do have my glasses. I can read everything. Rained earlier? How nice. Amphetamines? I don't know what amphetamines mean. Hi, Ghost Note. Or is that Ghost Note? I guess it's Ghost Note. Please excuse me for mispronouncing your name. My name's Eric. With a C, not a K. Some people spell it with a K. Do I look like I have a K in my name? I don't think so. Ooh. I feel like I may have a poop coming on. I could really benefit from leaving. Evicting it from my body. Because nobody is better off with more poop in their body. Have you ever been high on marijuana? Yeah. Every now and again. It's pretty hard for me to get high on marijuana. I smoke quite a bit of it. Okay. Yeah, my bad, No Sage. My bad. I should have listened to the lines.
I have to pee.
Okay, well, I have to poo.
Okay.
So I'll just put these guys out in the hallway. You want to use a different bathroom than this one?
Yeah.
I just bring you in here with me. It's fine. You guys can look at the wall. So, once I'm done going to the bathroom, the athletics should be on TV. It's my favorite kind of marijuana to smoke. It varies, but I tend to like sativas more than indicas, but currently we've got Skywalker and the Citrus Tsunami, and I like them both. Skywalker tastes like Skywalker, you know. It's got kind of a distinct taste. The Citrus Tsunami tastes really good, but not like anything specific. I've never had it before, so I mean, we got a lot of them at that store. But oh, there we go. My body's starting to open up to the idea of a nice hearty poop. It takes a little while. You gotta let your butt know you're serious. Like, no, I'm really gonna sit here and poop. I'm not just gonna get impatient with you. But half poops availed us nothing. What would be a good joke in a stoner? Smoke salvia, not saliva. That's, yeah, not a bad joke. I was thinking about that. I never thought about how gross it was until sometime in the last 5 years or so, when I realized, like, whenever I'd smoke a joint with people, it would start to run down one side, and then someone would lick their finger and put spit where it's running so it would burn more evenly. I never thought about how gross that was until well into adulthood. He said, "Frankly, my dear, play it again, Sam." What I want to know is how bogarting a joint, is that term related to Humphrey Bogart? Was he famous for bogarting things? Is that why it's called bogarting? Maybe, maybe not. The truth is, we'll never know without Googling it. I don't consider myself a pothead. I consider myself a pot chest. That's where I smoke the pot. Cause I'm running, banging-a-ink, 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 banging-a-ink. Hi, Acacia. Hi, Lively Cuts. I'm glad to hear Jacob Wilson was named Rookie of the Month. I think he's currently, anyway, the front runner for Rookie of the Year. He's second in hits in the majors to Aaron Judge. And catching up. So I think, he's the new of what was kind of a dying breed of players. Really? What's he calling me? He's calling me Casablanca? Don't call me Casablanca. That's a good joke by Norm Macdonald. There's a curse for Rookie of the Year. No one's won it twice. Pretty clever, Norm McDonald. Pretty clever. Alright, are we about ready to enjoy some Oakland Athletics baseball? Well, I guess that's about all the poop and pee that's going to come out of me right now. Now I get to play the fun challenge of try to get all of the drips out, so much so that when I put my pants back on, there aren't a few drips that have remained behind just to wetten my underwear. You know your boys are getting ready to come to Las Vegas. We're going to Las Vegas in July. You only deal in ultraviolet, not infrared. So why does red get such a special treatment? Why isn't there infragreen? Inquiring Eric's want to know. Infrared my eye. Infrabrown. Why don't they sell pins that write in infrared or ultraviolet? I mean, ultraviolet's easy. It's just more violet than usual. So like a super purpley purple. That's what ultraviolet is. But infrared, well, no one knows what that means.
No one?
No one.
Wow.
Because infragreen is like yellow. Infragreen's not yellow. Infragreen is its own special color. Okay? Hey, I retyped myself as ISTP. Well, congratulations. If I typed you as something other than that, then probably you are what I typed you. But you know, people believe what they want to believe. All right, let's get some athletics baseball going here. Infrabrown. Oh. Well, I don't know. I never typed you, I guess. So, I don't know. Maybe you are. I have until 2028 until the Athletics move to Vegas. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen then. If we're going to still be Athletics fans or what.
Yeah.
But I know we're Athletics fans right now.
Yeah, we are.
Alright, so we're playing the Twins again. Unfortunately, they beat us yesterday. AL Rookie of the Month for May, Jacob Wilson.
The numbers speak for themselves. Second to only Aaron Judge in terms of hits. Overall, this is a man who is experiencing the big leagues for the first time and has put the entire league on notice. He is here to stay and he is here to play. AL Rookie of the Year. To heck with the month. Jay Willie doing work.
I agree. He's looking like the front runner for Rookie of the
I
Year.
agree.
But, we'll have to see. He could get injured or, you never know. The A's have had a very rough month of May. And we're hoping for a turnaround from malodorous May to Justice June.
Yeah, Justice June.
We've got Holman starting today. Grant Holman. He's neither a boobs man nor a butt man. He's a hole man. And his name is a command. Grant Hole, man. A lot, no Sage. Okay, if your name's Grant Hole, man, well, that's the regular comma, but still, it does involve commas. I caught the MC Tune chemtrails debate and then found Owen Morgan covering it. Your Taylor's doing fan freaking tastic. Good. No, not like that. With the comma after the hole. Of course, Grant Holman doesn't actually have an E in his name. There's no E at the end of hole. It's just Holman. But he gets the first out here in the top of the first inning. And tonight behind the dish shall be home plate umpire Alfonso Marquez. So keep that in mind. If you are somebody who studies the fine art of umpiring, let's think of the bathroom. No, not that much. It was it wasn't an especially stinking poop, as poops go, of course. No poops smell like roses. 2 outs now as Desmond Clark gets the second out of the inning as well for the Athletics. Grant Holman gets to be the party starter, followed by fellow reliever Justin Sterner. And then left-hander Jacob Lopez will bring the bulk of the fun. Is that your expectation for tonight's pitching staff? I got Sterner on my fantasy team at exactly the wrong time. How is that not a strike? Oh my God, how is that not a strike? What? Look at this. How's that not a strike?
That's a strike.
You can see Lauren, I think, just kind of looking back to maybe.
Such a strike. Who's going to relieve Grant Holman? I don't know. No Sage. Acacia's volunteered you. What's my favorite kind of marijuana to smoke? Usually sativa, I guess.
No. Okay, he's got it.
Good job,
Yeah,
Clark.
good job,
Clark gets all three of the outs in the inning. 3 fly ball outs. And now we're going to go to the bottom of the first inning. with Pablo Lopez taking the mound for the Minnesota Twins. You got new stairs. Fantastic. That's wonderful news, Gilt.
That is wonderful news.
They're the greatest stairs to ever have stairs. Wow. That's high praise. I'm so proud for you.
I'm so proud for you too.
Everybody hear the news about Gelt stairs? Greatest stairs ever in all of human history. That's pretty impressive. No more risk of falling and having to warn people about the edges that were falling apart. I'm so glad to learn about your stairs. You needed those stairs badly, and now you have them at long last. No, Sage. His stairs are better than gold. Gold stairs would be made out of too soft a material. Let's go, Butt. Butt opens the game with a stand-up double.
Yeah! Good job, Butt.
No one said stickers, Acacia. No one said stickers. All right. I wonder what I did with my cigarettes. Oh, they're over there. I've been grinding coding problems. Keeps me focused. Bought myself a pack of cigarettes. Oh, look at this. They got Brent Rooker hitting second
Oh wow.
instead of
Wilson?
Yeah. That's kind of a surprise.
Yeah, it is.
What's the difference between Sativa and Indica's? I mean, as far as high goes, I don't know. Each weed's a little bit different, but they're all kind of the same, you know. But I find sativas, I guess, they taste better, they tend to smell better, and be a little less heavy in terms of like a little less likely to give you a headache or something. Let's go, Rook. Let's go, Rooker. You can do it. I've kept you as my DH.
Oh yeah.
And you're starting to come around. His average is up 266. So that's nice. You don't have Jacob Wilson starting the ball game. Why is Jacob Wilson not starting the ball game? But good job. Good job. We got a run out of that. That's excellent. Of course Jacob Wilson should be starting. Why wouldn't he be? Let's get a beverage. Get one of these. I try to keep cigs as a twice yearly thing. Mostly stick to vaping and Zens. Something hits different with cigs. I'm not sure what. Marlboro Reds. Sometimes called nature's cigarette. It's pretty exciting, to say the least. I cannot stand American spirits. They're just like the worst cigarette there is. An alternate universe. Well, Paul McCartney collaborated with Bob Barker instead of Michael Jackson to make a song called Space Space Bay. Yeah, Bob Barker was very much into spaying and neutering your pets. Although, are those fake cigs with sunflower seeds in them? No. Who smokes sunflower seeds? You know, apparently, if you put a palladium in the filter of a cigarette, then it makes them less bad for you somehow. What's your favorite kind of cigarette smoke? I smoke Marlboro Reds. It's the only kind of cigarette I smoke. I'm fine, Casey Hayner. How are you? No, I don't smoke cigars. Come on, Blue Day. JJ Blue Day, it's your day to play. No, not no. I mean, I've puffed on one before. Oh, I'm celebrating it all month, Steve. Of course. Casey's good but gassy. Well, fine. You know, just let that gas free. Remember, human gas is a greenhouse gas. So save the environment. Hold your farts. No. I would say no, not at the moment. Originally, I like to celebrate Juneteenth by watching Holiday Inn. Has anybody out there ever seen Holiday Inn? No, I don't smoke hundreds. I don't like them. I don't think people are going to be replaced by AI nearly as much as people fear.
No.
No.
How come?
Well, I think that I guess I just Because I guess that things happen because someone wants them to, right?
Mm-hmm.
0.0%, Justin. There's no alcohol in this at all. I found this new energy drink with 200 milligrams of L-theanine in it. Huh. Well, I don't know what L-theanine is. Hi, it's my birthday. Okay, well. I'm not going to say that. I don't know what it means, but no. Why don't I drink alcohol? I quit drinking alcohol about 11 years ago because I couldn't handle it. Happy birthday, Calix. Hmm. Well, you know, Winston's mom, there's a prescription sleep drug that is, I forget what it's called, but it's it's kind of like Ambien, but has a different mechanism to it. Regardless, it's been shown to both prevent and repair Alzheimer's style memory loss in mice. Why don't I drink alcohol? Because I couldn't handle it. Yeah, exactly, Steve Bannon. My favorite song of all time is Herb P. Simplex.
Mm.
I've heard a lot of crazy stories too. The Two Chickens Gaming. Hello, I'm doing fine. How are you? Why don't I go get drunk? Because I don't drink alcohol anymore. I'm glad, Omar. I'm so glad. Now that I've finally become a trans man, I can really live the dream of being a man, you know?
Mm.
Yeah. Have I ever gotten drunk and pissed on myself? Yeah, I'm sure I've done that plenty of times. Suvorexant. Yeah. I've gotten so much pee on myself in all different contexts, you know.
Yeah, it happens, right?
We live in Mariposa, California, Justin. Well, once again, the Athletics get off to a lead. And once again, the other team immediately starts chomping at the bit. Let's pull a couple of balls.
Once you're done.
Sure, you can have one first. Mematine. Memantine also seems to help with dementia. Do you want indica or sativa? Congratulations, Aiden. You didn't answer the question.
Me?
Yeah, you want indica or sativa?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to them. Sativa.
Well, that's not the case because my mom had to quit working because of her dementia.
My grandma was a housewife and she got dementia. She wasn't in the workforce.
They also completed a very long study recently that showed that smoking pot over the long term prevents cognitive decline. She's fine. She's just coughing.
Yeah. A little long.
Somebody was saying that Stephen Holmes says, I can hardly speak. You're talking about me? Well, Stephen Holmes, quick to judge, but a little bit short on evaluation, perhaps. It's generally a good idea to try to draw conclusions once you've accumulated a certain amount of information about a person rather than beforehand. So anyway, I was rather surprised to see that study result because I too have been subjected to a bunch of propaganda based on nothing. Have my eyes ever been red? Sure. Usually when I eat it. No, I've never heard of it. What is it? Lungs cancer?
Is that a new development?
Never heard of it before. Is it like some sort of astrology symbol for your lungs? So anyway, yeah. They made the study anticipating the opposite result. That of course, marijuana smoking, especially regular long-term marijuana smoking, would link strongly to cognitive decline. And they actually got the exact opposite result. That it prevents decline by a couple IQ points. Statistically significant amount, anyway. It's the new owl. What is owl?
It's the new AI.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I was just joking. Hi, Eddie B. You're from Vegas, huh? Well, you're gonna get our baseball team pretty soon. Rachel and I are athletics fans.
Yep.
Is marijuana safer than smoking cigarettes? I don't know. What do I look like? Some kind of science guy who knows things about stuff? Nah. Nah, dog, nah. RSO can get you high as hell. It's just a paste that comes in a tube and you put it on your food. What's RSO? Maybe they mean Shatsky. Shatsky Petey. Who's Shatsky Petey? Brother, you got too many lines. Your forehead, it looks like 4x1 head. Okay. 4x1 head, huh? can I say? I lived hard like a real man. She had to keep PT. These are called the wrinkles of manhood. It's the
Yeah, they
same.
are.
They're also the same name for the wrinkles on my scrotum.
Mhm.
Incidentally,
That's good.
yeah.
ChatGPT gets everything wrong.
Does marijuana give you the same effect as smoking cigarettes? No. Smoking cigarettes doesn't really do anything to you. Except give you nicotine.
Oh.
What an ass. What did I do with the mouse? Where is that mouse when I need it? Bum 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 bum. I could never be your woman.
I could never be your woman.
All right. Oh, don't tell me Jacob Wilson's hurt.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so too, no Sage. I think Aziz Sr. is disappointed in his son.
I think you're right.
Noah row the 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi. It's an interesting name. Roa row the Noah row the boat ashore? Noah row the 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay. Cigarette makes you dizzy? It can if you're not accustomed to smoking cigarettes, I guess. If I put my mind to it, I can do anything. Acacia promises. I'm gonna do some crazy stuff then. Yes, the Athletics are moving to Las Vegas. That's true, Justin. All I know is I saw a vision of a blue serpent and a blue void with yellow bands off a 1 gram 2 RSO. Oh, I see. You're telling me in relationship to that song. Well, I don't want to be that person's woman, so it's fine. "19 is a dictator." I don't know what that means. I don't hate the sentence, but I don't know what it means. I
You were
was singing
yeah, he
lyrics,
was.
yes. I was. But what I'm saying is, I don't want to be that guy's woman, whoever it is the song's being directed to. They never say what his name is.
They don't.
But I'm not going to put my mind to it because I don't want that. You know that song, Acacia? It's it's a really good song. Bum 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 bum.
Yeah, Clark. Good job.
Good job, Denzel Clark. I keep wanting to call you Desmond Clark.
He's quick.
Yeah, he is. He's a really good defensive outfielder too.
It's good.
This is where we start putting it together, you guys. This is where the athletics start coming together, gelling, as they say. I need to stop spending all the money I earned in the transcranial direct current stimulation study on DoorDash and booze. I have no advice for you. I'm your biscuit. Well, that's not good. I would suggest don't drink alcohol. I don't drink alcohol.
I don't like alcohol.
If you self-identify as a raging alcoholic, then you should not drink alcohol. Drew Miller says, smells like tuna and burnt rubber. Okay. Thanks, Drew. YOO? Question mark. I don't know, Omar. Why? Instead of being a raging alcoholic, try being a philanthropic alcoholic.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. That's what sound an owl makes.
I was thinking this. Oh.
Oh. You probably interpreted it correctly. Ooh, was listening. I thought it was you. Yo.
Yo.
Get faded, brother. I just pulled multiple bong rips. I'm going to take a little break from the bong rip pulling. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to taking a walk around the house if Rachel feels like it.
I could go for a walk around the house.
Yoo-hoo chocolate beverage. All right, so let's go for a walk. We'll pause the baseball game. And we'll go for an exciting walk. You know, just drink alcohol is the only thing you can safely do. But I'm sorry to hear that. Here's something that you can safely do. Y'all can join us for a safe walk around the house. Nothing could be safer than the smell of Aunt Jemima in the morning. Now you can take a walk as though you're standing right next to me. Right between me and Rachel.
Yeah.
You turn, see Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
You turn and see me.
Yep.
You just walk, 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 walk. This is, of course, the worst time of day to come outside. Because it's the time of day with the most mosquitoes.
Yeah.
It's just a pigeon, huh?
I guess so.
If you look down here, you can see some little flowers. You don't take Dexedrine anymore. I feel so sorry for you. This is a nice place to stand.
It is.
There we go again. With these caterpillars. There's at least 3 of them on here right now.
Oh wow, there is.
They come down and then they try to find their way down, but there's no way down. But eventually they do just leave, because then you come back later and they'll be gone. You can see he's also doing it over here.
Caterpillar watch.
They seem to not necessarily love the light. I don't know if that has anything to do with them moving. Oh, there's a 4th one.
Yeah.
There's one going up. Look.
Oh my gosh. So it's 5?
Yeah.
Wow, it's a caterpillar party.
Yeah, they
Oh
really.
my gosh, there's a 6th one.
Where?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6.
Oh, yeah. 6 of them. Those 2 are like, wait, you're here, but I'm here. You silly caterpillars. Climb up there and then you can't figure out how to get back down. Yeah, I'd say not so bad on the mosquitoes tonight, huh?
No, it's not too bad. One got me.
Cheerleader guilt. So I hope everyone enjoyed the hot caterpillar action.
I did.
Harper caterpillar. Paper girl caterpillar, huh? Harper girl caterpillar. Hi, Johnny Joe. Okay. It's going pretty good, Johnny Joe. I'm kind of hungry. I think maybe I'll make something.
What would you like?
What do you like? What do you want? I could make mac and cheese and spam.
Okay. Can I not have spam, or can I have spam on the side?
Sure you can.
Thanks.
Alright, then let's go make a little bit of food. Then probably after we're done eating, we'll basically time the stream in coordination with the meal. We'll make and have dinner with you all, and then we'll say adieu and good night. I think we settled on mac and cheese. I'm also going to cook the spam up. Oops. Turn on lots of lights. Okay. You want to say to me, how are you going to make it the mac and cheese? Well, first, you're going to get out a package of mac and cheese by Kraft. Sometimes called Blue Box mac and cheese. This is the only real kind of mac and cheese. All other macs and cheeses are just some kind of trying to make something fancy. Okay, so let's go ahead and use this. Now, first step it says is put in 6 cups of water. You can put in more than 6 cups if you want. So what I want to do is fill it to the bottom here of these, where these holes are, and then I'll put 6 cups on top of that. Okay. So now I need 6 more cups. 1, 2. 3, 4. 5, 6. And just for good measure, a little bit more. There. Now, put this over here. And what we're going to do, we're going to Turn that up on the high. This is obviously not the right lid for that.
That's so strange.
Yeah. Well, that'll work.
Okay. I don't know how you lost that.
Yeah, I don't know either. Who knows where all kinds of stuff went. Okay. So, what we're going to need for this mac and cheese eventually is some butter and some milk. But we don't need that right this second. But first, let's do the Spam. We're going to put the Spam right in here, in this pan. Okay. So we've got the Spam out on the cutting board. I'm going to wash my hands. And then we're just going to slice off some, that's fun, some slices of Spam. Alright, so we're going to look at that Spam. We're going to fry it up real good. So, we have got some first-rate cinematography of Spam cooking here. This is the kind of action-packed cinematography that real cooking shows have. Real cooking shows like this one. So you've got your Spam sliced Just let it fry. You'll let it fry for quite some time. While you're waiting for that water to boil, you can check this. Not even close. You can really start to hear the sizzle now. Next, we're going to get out half a stick of butter. This is fun.
Can we go ask Enoch this? Alley restaurants in
I mean, I think we save a lot of money by not going out to eat. And I don't know. I kind of like everything about being here, including the things that are a little inconvenient. Because you can't have it both ways, you know? Alright, so let's read the box here in 1/4 cup of milk is what it says. I'll do half of a half cup. Because it doesn't have to be that exact thing. It's probably a little too much. This takes half a stick of butter, but the little lines on it are worthless because it's shifted over, see? So I just cut it right about like that. We've got our half a stick of butter. The other half stick of butter will go on the butter plate in the fridge. Take all the paper off of it. Alright. I think it's about time to flip that Spam. Oh, look at that great color we got on that Spam there. It's wonderful. Yeah, well, so it goes. This is Spam. This one's too thick. No, we're not doing any omelets today. What we're doing instead is macaroni and cheese. And Spam. I'm just going to cut these Spams into strips like that. Okay. These spams are pretty well cooked at this point. Let's see if this water is boiling yet. No. Could you take any longer to cook? Alright, we're just going to have to wait for that water to boil. We're just going to give it a few minutes. We'll watch a little bit of baseball. Oh yeah, this spam cooks up really nice. It's like no matter what side you cook it on, it's like it develops that crisp, that kind of skin on it. It might take a little while, Johnny Joe. You're not wrong. So we only got 2 innings out of our first pitcher. I guess we're gonna pitch this game by committee, as somebody was saying earlier. Started out with I forget Holman. Now we got Lopez. Yeah, it's delicious with rice. You can do a lot of things with spam. It basically like like breakfast ham.
Yeah, it is like that.
Uh-oh, they got a hit. I am watching the A's game. They are winning. Don't tell me anything more about it because I'm behind real time. We've got some time saved up. So don't tell me anymore. I know they're winning. And now I know they're winning a little later from now. But don't tell me. It's starting to get some bubbles. Years to boil. It's not going to take years. Yeah, cinnamons are good if you can make them the Eric way. You make them some other way, not so much. Okay, well, 15 minutes is a lot different than years, okay? Granted, I wish maybe I had gone with a different pot. Korean flavored spam, huh? What do Koreans taste like? 15 minutes is like 1400 years in squirrel time, huh? Is that the conversion rate between squirrel and human? Alright, maybe it will take years to boil. Your O's are winning? I don't know about your O's. I have not checked the scoreboards or anything. I'm currently living life back in the 3rd inning, which was maybe half an hour ago. That pesky water. I want to stay all cold as much as possible. That's that water saying. Get out of here, water. Just boil already. Tastes like kimchi, huh? Kimchi's not bad.
I love you.
I love you too. Oh, too bad, Ricker. Too bad. Let's go athletics. Let's go athletics. Let's go athletics. We're gonna break that losing streak. Break that losing streak. Oh, good job, Sody. Good. Oh, yay!
Yay! Good job, Sody.
Oh, he's going for 3.
Wow.
He got it. He got the triple. Good job, Sody. Way to get a 1-out triple. Shay Langoliers gets an RBI fly out. It's good.
Yay!
Sacrifice fly.
Good sacrifice fly.
Take that all day. That's what they call a productive out. Korean barbecue's good, yeah. Few would deny that truth. 2-0 Athletics going into the top of the 4th. Lopez still pitching. Slumpa Dumpers clinched the boing to do. I see. Okay. Floor time. Quadruple floor time. Bulgogi. Yeah, bulgogi is good. But I'll tell you what else would be good. Some boiling water. Let's go check on that water and see. Has it been years yet? Not quite yet. Oh, but it's close. It's real close. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's boiling all right. Put that in. 8 minutes. guess I need a stirrer. I could use this stirrer. Okay. That's cooking away right now. Now I'm going to put this back on the fire for a second or two. But not quite yet. Then I'll get a couple of plates. Let that cook up for a moment more. Get all nice and hot. We'll go in here, stir these guys around. Make sure they don't stick together. Okay, so we are getting close to ready here. When we are done, we'll bring this whole pot over. I will strain it and then pour it back into this, pour out the water from that, you know. Well, we just have a few minutes left till the exciting part of cooking is done. I mean, the boring part of cooking is done, and the exciting part will come, namely the eating part. Uh-oh, we gave up a run, huh?
Oh no.
Jalapeno seasoning, huh? Logan Davidson, one of our new players, batting 8th in today's lineup. He's 0 for 1. He's at the plate with the Athletics having 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. and a man on first. And the man on first looks to be Schumann. Okay. Give her a little stir. Davidson's still at the plate. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And Mr. Lopez, pitching for the Minnesota Twins, strikes out Davidson looking. I guess that was the third out.
What?
I'm hungry. I want this thing
know.
to be done already.
I know.
That makes sense, Winston's mom. I don't know how I stumbled upon this channel. Well, probably there was a rock in between you and this channel you tripped over.
Oh.
Alright, so this is done. It's got 20 seconds left. Take this lid off. Give it one last stir. Turn off the heat. Grab this. Come over here. Going to go like this. And we're going to go like this. Now, we're going to come over here and let's make the macaroni and cheese. First thing that goes in the mac and cheese is this butter. And we're going to want to chop it into smallish pieces so that it melts quicker. Start stirring that over. Now we're going to put in this orange powder. So the butter melts pretty quick because I cut them in small pieces. this in. Okay. Now, we'll get this, and we'll put this onto the plates. Okay. Now, I'm going to add some spam. Okay. Personally, I like ketchup on mine, so I'm going to go ahead and ketchup it over here. And one of those will get some pepper. Okay. Okay, well, it is now time to enjoy the fruit of our labors.
Delicious.
I'm glad to hear it. Hi, Sean. Just as it is time for the Athletics to enjoy the fruit of their labors by winning a baseball game for a change. Lopez is still on the mound. I guess he's doing pretty well. Is the world ESTJ? Kind of. It's not the worst sentence in the world. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
This is spam. I don't know. I mean, I think most effective societies are structured with some kind of ESTJ-ish qualities because you want things to be efficient and run consistently. Yeah, these plates are cool, huh? Big old square plates.
Yeah. They're cool.
Another home run?
Oh my god. Can't believe another
Like this.
one.
Johnny Joe, this is how I handle my spices. Pineapple slices would work with this dish. You know, you're not wrong, but it's kind of kind of like pineapple on pizza. Only some people like that. We got pineapple yogurt.
Yeah.
I like that a
That's
lot.
yummy. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't think there's any point in challenging that because I don't think you can block the base palette like that. Pineapple pizza is pure evil. I like pineapple on pizza.
Oh shit.
Hi there, baby oil.
Did you want to grab a couple? Thank you for the food.
Sure, darling. Really glad we started getting this mac and cheese.
Right? I
Mm.
never would have thought, but it's really like filling and so good and creamy.
It seems like it's like made for spam. It's Kraft macaroni and cheese. No point in getting an off-brand.
No point in getting the off-brand.
Yeah.
I don't see either. Well, we did like that. That YouTube episode that we saw
Mm-hmm.
convinced me that the Kraft mac and cheese blue box is the best.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the other thing is, it's not very expensive for the name brand one anyway. So you might as well get the OG.
Yeah.
All right, friends. We're going to wrap this up. Thank you all for being here. I love you with my emotion heart. And may all your Christmases be white.